Today, we will introduce the trigger mode of the oscilloscope. This series of oscilloscopes provides automatic, normal, single, forced triggering. The default is automatic mode. Automatic. Regardless of whether the trigger conditions are met, the oscilloscope performs waveform scanning. When the oscilloscope detects a valid trigger condition, it completes a trigger acquisition. When the oscilloscope detects that there is no valid trigger condition, a triggerless acquisition is completed. It is suitable for observing continuous and relatively stable signals, ensuring that the oscilloscope has a waveform display even if no signal currently meets certain trigger conditions. Normal. Scan and display signal waveforms only when trigger conditions are met. If the signal continues to meet the trigger conditions, the oscilloscope continuously captures and displays the waveform. If the oscilloscope does not meet the trigger conditions, the oscilloscope is in a waiting state. If there is no trigger signal, the oscilloscope will not scan or display the waveform of the last triggered signal, suitable for precise capture and analysis of signals under specific conditions. Single. As with normal triggering, the scan is performed only if the trigger conditions are met, and the scan is stopped after completion until the next trigger operation is manually restarted, suitable for capturing single occurring, non-repeating signal events. Forced trigger. Forced triggering is not an independent trigger mode, but a mode of operation. In some cases, the forced trigger function can be used when the oscilloscope cannot be triggered automatically or when the signal needs to be captured immediately. By pressing the force trig button on the oscilloscope can be forced to perform a trigger and display a signal waveform.